This evening on House and Home, Chef Veari joins us with another Zenag Cooking segment. And have you ever wondered why we hiccup? Stay watching as we will find out more about that. We found out ways to eating healthy on a cheaper budget. The lovely Jane joins us over at Brandville Home Center. And since exams are over, some may be almost completing their exams, we conclude this evening's show with fun and awesome things you can do after your exams. A very beautiful evening to you all, and welcome to House and Home. Preparing foodstuffs for eating, this generally requires the selection, measurement, and combining of ingredients in an ordered procedure to achieve a desired result. Cooking has a vast range of methods, tools, and combinations of ingredients to improve the flavor of digestibility of food. The technique of prolonged cooking of food by dry heat acting by convection, normally in an oven, can also be done in hot ashes or hot stones, and that is all about baking. Speaking of baking, why not we head over to the kitchen and check out Chef Veari, what he's cooking for us this evening.
Good night to all viewers. I'm Chef Veari. I come with another Zenag Cooking show on tonight. Tonight, I'm cooking easy Zenag chicken and leek pie. We're using Zenag chicken breast, 700 grams straight pack. Also, Zenag chicken breast and premium quality cuts of Zenag chicken, so I pull up all meat. That's why I'm choosing Zenag chicken because meat here tastier and juicier. Okay, now first, by me introducing all ingredients. By me, you got 2 tablespoons oil. You got 2 tablespoons butter. We got all Zenag chicken breast by me when we chop all finish. We want the whole leek when we cut the finish lamb too. We got pinch pepper, 1 pinch salt, 2 teaspoons mustard, 2 garlic, 2 mushrooms when we chopping finish to lamb. Okay, 1 Zenag eggs when you by issue brushing pastry blame or pie blame. Okay, we got 250 grams cream cheese. This is by adding more flavor and texture of Zenag chicken and leek pie blame. Okay, now by me go cooking soap blame now by me put him oil go inside. Okay, lily oil by me receive him again by me again. Okay, 1 tablespoon butter by go down. Okay, now I'm turning. Time oily hot now by me adding Zenag chicken breast blame go inside. Okay, time I'm hot now. You may adding Zenag chicken go down. You saute him now by me adding more leeks blame go inside. Okay, now by me turning Zenag chicken breast blame. Okay, time turning now by me adding leeks blame to go inside. Okay, now by me turning again. So leek blame by cook. Okay. Turning motion so by mix good through. Okay, now Zenag chicken leeks blame and cook good so by me roasting now by me cooking all mushrooms can. Okay. Kilo side now by with him and cold leek. Then by me adding go inside the pie mix blame. Okay, now me adding lilac oil again. Now remaining butter. Okay, turn him. Add him garlic, mushrooms 1 time. Okay, now you turn him. Okay, this is one easy. The fast recipe you can cook it lunch blue or you can cook it even dinner blue 1 time. Or you got special occasion with the friends, and this recipe and good recipe you can cook him and enjoy with them friends blue. Okay, time mushroom cook now. By me add him all ingredients, remaining ingredients. Now by me put him a pie thin blue me. Okay, time you wait him mushroom cook now by me add him chicken mix blue me go inside. Okay, inside a bowl. By me add him mustard, salt, pepper, the cream cheese blame me. Okay, now by me mix him 1 time. You can look him. The cream cheese by adding more flavor of Zenag chicken and leek pie blame me. Okay, mix him some. Okay, mushrooms play me walk the fork start. Okay, you can look him. Cream cheese give nice flavor and smell come. The Zenag chicken and leek pie play me. Okay, me tiny mushrooms. Okay, look at the mushroom play me cook now by me. Add him go inside now. Okay, mix it one time. Okay. Now by me add him go inside low. Pie tin play me. Okay. You may spread him out. Okay, this is pastry and puff pastry, all call him. You can find him low. All store close to you can walk him, cook him this recipe blue. Okay, name low pastry and puff pastry. Now you may brush him little side low. Pastry blue me. So all him top blend time you put it on top. Okay, you can look him. Now me add him on top. By me walk him. By me lock him. Cut him off all sides. Mix him up the fork. Then you walk him also. So I pass one time. Okay. Now you walk him a little holes. Okay, all this leftover ingredients, no can talk them. I mean trouble rubbish, you can walk in bilas low. Side low pastry blue. Okay, kind of same. Okay. Now by me brush him egg mix blame me go down. This like I give him golden color low. Zenag chicken and leek pie blame me. Now we brush him also now. Okay, oven blame him ready. When we heat him up, finish go to 200 degrees Celsius. And we take him also me 25 minutes low and by cook. Okay, now we put it in the oven. By me lari me cook lilig now. Okay, viewers, now as we talk finish. So Zenag easy chicken and leek pie and easy through low. You walk him low. You can enjoy what them family blow you. Okay, viewers, you can look him easy Zenag chicken and leek pie. We make him Zenag chicken breast 700 grams tray pack. Zenag chicken meatier, tastier, na juicier.
Very delicious and easy to prepare as you watched. The chicken leek pie. Wow. Did you watch carefully the part where Chef Veari tossed in the chicken and the spices in the pastry for the final touch to the pie? Incredible, wasn't it? Well, hope you jotted down the recipe. If I were you, I wouldn't even miss such a recipe. After the break, we find out more about reasons why we hiccup. Join me after the short messages to find out. Welcome back, viewers. You're watching House and Home. What about hiccups? Well, hiccups are bursts of breathing-in activity. The muscles we use when we take in a breath are the intercostal muscles situated between the ribs and the diaphragm, a sheet of muscle below the lungs. A hiccup is an involuntary contraction of the diaphragm, which is followed by the sudden closure of your vocal cords. This produces the characteristic hiccup sound. Most of us have experienced hiccups, an uncomfortable, sometimes embarrassing, but usually short-lived experience. But sometimes hiccups persist for a long period of time and can be a sign of serious underlying disease. Most simple cases of hiccups come after eating or drinking too much or too quickly. The stomach, which is situated below the diaphragm, becomes distended and irritates it. This will cause the diaphragm to contract, and it does when we breathe in. What are hiccups? What causes hiccups? A hiccup is a sudden, involuntary contraction of the diaphragm, which occurs at the same time as a contraction of the voice box and total closure of the glottis, effectively blocking air intake. The glottis is the middle part of the voice box where the vocal cords are located. Hiccups may also be spelled HICCOUGHS. Most agree they are often triggered by minor stomach upsets. Sometimes hiccups are said to have a psychological rather than a physical cause. However, nobody really knows. In the majority of cases, hiccups resolve without any treatment within a few minutes. Hiccups, which can occur individually, commonly happen rhythmically. The interval between each hiccup is relatively constant. Most people find them to be a minor nuisance. However, prolonged hiccups can become a serious medical problem and require treatment. Prolonged hiccups affect men much more than women. When attacks last longer than a month, the hiccups are termed intractable. What are the causes of hiccups? Experts are not sure what the mechanisms are that causes hiccups or why they occur. The following circumstances, conditions, and illnesses have been associated with a higher risk of developing hiccups. Where there is gas in the stomach, which presses against the diaphragm. Too much food is eaten too rapidly, there is a sudden change in temperature, fizzy drinks are consumed, some people get hiccups after eating spicy foods, after eating dry breads, and many people report hiccups after consuming alcohol beverages. Hiccups occur unexpectedly, and neither the patient nor the doctor can identify their likely cause. What are the possible complications of hiccups? If a patient has prolonged hiccups, complications may develop, including weight loss. In some cases, the hiccups are not only long-term, but occur at a short interval, making it hard for the patient to eat properly. Insomnia. If the prolonged hiccups persist during the sleeping hours, the patient will find it hard to sleep or stay asleep. Communication problems. Persistent hiccups may make it harder for the patient to communicate orally. Depression. Patients with long-term hiccups have a considerably higher risk of developing clinical depression. Some patients may have a higher risk of developing infections or start bleeding after surgery. Tests for patients with prolonged hiccups. Hiccups that last more than 48 hours do not usually need any medical attention because they resolve on their own. If your hiccups persist for longer, you should check with your doctor. After talking to the patient about their hiccups, when they begin, or often when they occur, etc., the doctor will probably perform a generally physical exam and an exam to check the person's reflexes, balance, coordination, eyesight, sense of touch, muscle strength, and muscle tone. What are the treatment options for hiccups? In the vast majority of cases, hiccups require no medical treatment and will go away a few hours or 2 days at the most. Self-care tips for hiccups. Simply how to get rid of hiccups. Sip iced cold water slowly. Hold your breath for a long time. Breathe out. Then do it again 3 or 4 times. Do this every 20 minutes. While you swallow, place gentle pressure on your nose. Gargle with very cold water. Bite on a lemon, have a tiny bit of vinegar, enough to taste, and breathe into a paper bag. You should never cover your head with the paper bag. If you have an underlying condition which may be causing the hiccups, if the underlying condition or illness is treated or controlled, the hiccups will likely resolve. In some cases, the patient may be referred to a specialist. Now, how to prevent hiccups? Some of the causes of hiccups are preventable. Avoid abrupt changes in temperature. Avoid drinking alcohol. Avoid fizzy drinks. Avoid having large meals. And do not eat too rapidly.
Everyone has their own remedy for curing hiccups. Simply holding your breath is often effective for short-term bouts of hiccups, but usually they will go away for their own accord. Some people find that touching or gently lifting their dangly structure at the back of the throat with a cotton bud or similar will stop a bout of hiccups, but be aware that this stimulates the gag reflex. If you have hiccups that have gone for 2 days or longer, or are having recurrent bouts of hiccups, you should see a doctor to find if it's an underlying cause that needs treating. And did you know, viewers, according to Guinness World Records, the record for hiccuping continuously held by Charles Osborne from 1892 to 1991 from the US, he hiccuped continuously for 68 years from 1922 to 1990. That's totally amazing. After the break, we find out ways to eating healthy on a cheaper budget. Stay with us. Welcome back, viewers. You're watching House and Home. In the current economy, many of us are living on a budget and looking for ways to reduce food expenses while still enjoying tasty, nutritious meals. With the tight tips and a little planning, it is possible to enjoy healthy food on the cheap. The more you focus on purchasing local, unprocessed food or preparing meals at home, the healthier and tastier your meals will be, and the better you'll eat, and the more money you'll save. Hi viewers, as we all know, going shopping is it's not an easy task. Well, sometimes we may have a lot of things on our mind. Sometimes we forget to purchase what we want to buy. Well, to make life easy for you and your family, all you have to do is create your budget and your shopping list. Now in this next story, we talk more about eating healthy on a cheaper budget. There are a couple of things you must consider if you'd like to eat healthy on a cheaper budget. Listen up, foodies. There's no need to let a little thing like the credit crunch get in your way of your healthy habits. You can also most definitely continue to save up a brilliant meal on the cheap. In order to eat healthy on a cheaper budget, all you have to do is make a plan. Supermarkets are deliberately laid out to encourage you to buy more, so shopping without a list is dangerous. Plan what you need for the week, make a list, and stick to it. It's a simple way to help you avoid impulse buys. Planning what you're going to eat for the week will also limit the amount of food that goes to waste and help keep your healthy eating aims on track. Next, live like a peasant. Substituting meat with other sources of protein, like beans and tinned food, can dramatically cut costs. Put it on ice. It can be expensive to buy small packets of ingredients, but buying big packets means leftover ingredients can often go to waste. Particularly if you're only cooking for 1 or 2, make use of your freezer. Cook in batches and freeze what you don't eat. And don't be afraid to give other staples the cold shoulder too. Meat is often cheaper when bought in bigger quantities, and bread can be stored in the freezer for a long time. Stock, soup, and even fruits can also fill up your icebox, keeping it running more efficiently. Hit the bottle. Pull out the apron and start cleaning your jars, because another great way to keep a lot of food is to pickle, preserve, or can it. It's a cheap, healthy way to keep seasonal fruits and vegetables in your kitchen and your tummy all year round. Go with the seasons. Buying produce in season is usually cheaper and better for the environment. Rediscover the flavor of low-cost vegetables such as carrots and cabbage, and make scrumptious creamy soup, stews, and casseroles. For a sweet fix, hunt down apples. They're fiber-packed hydrating fruits. Frozen, dried, or canned fruit and vegetables are great alternatives, as long as the vegetables aren't canned in salted water and the fruit isn't canned in syrup. Now you can compare prices. Shop around to work out the cheapest sources for your staples. Don't go to such shops too often, as the food is generally more expensive. Try to hit up your local market. Fruit and vegetables are often cheaper at markets because farmers can sell their products directly, and if you develop a good relationship with the supplier, you can score a discount. And finally, be your own chef. While ready meals and takeaways are easy and tempting options, they'll cost you. Although there are healthy, ready meals available, you're paying for the processing. Plus, the cheaper options may leave you diet lacking. Takeaways and ready meals are low in micronutrients. The best option? Do it yourself. Food prepared at home is undoubtedly cheaper, and more importantly, you know what's in it. You can save money and still enjoy healthy, delicious food. Making smart choices saves money. Evaluate how you can spend your money on food. What unnecessary items do you purchase? Do you eat out often? The first way to save money on food is to limit or cut out unnecessary food spending. Eating healthy doesn't have to come with a hefty price tag. It's possible to make good nutritional choices without breaking the bank, and easier if you know the cost-saving tricks. Keep eating healthy on a cheaper budget. After the break, we join Jane over at Brian Bell. See you soon.
Hey, Mr. B.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another episode of House and Home with Brian Bell. I'm your host, Jane Tokilala. Having a meal is an occasion that takes place every day at a certain time, depending on different lifestyles. It is a better way to keep family together, to enjoy home-cooked meals and at the same time discuss family-related issues. Dining sets are designed to help with the hard part by keeping the family there, because when the chairs are comfy and the table is just the right size, everyone will be happy to stay for a while, even if there's no dessert. That is why here at Brian Bell, we make it our business to make life convenient for you to enjoy each meal with your family with our wide range of affordable dining sets to cater to any family size. Tonight, I will feature dining sets that are suitable for small to medium-sized families. Our first product features this fabulous 7-piece dining collection. It will enhance any decor, whether an informal or formal dining room. The well-designed rectangular rubber wood table has a simple plain design and has matching dining chairs with comfortable leather seats. The chair backs have a simple parallel design that will enhance any decor. It's a perfect size and can be fitted into any dining room. The need for flexibility is featured in our second product. Made of solid timber, rectangular table and features 6 beautifully leather matching chairs, which makes it a lot easier for cleaning and maximum comfort. The dining collection provides the style and function your space needs. It's perfect for families with little children because you don't need to worry if the leather chairs get stained, because you can simply wipe it clean. Our next product features the 7-piece solid dining collection. Blending arts and crafts with stylish carry legs is a perfect addition for your casual dining space. It features a rectangular table with 6 matching chairs with comfortable cushions. This stylish collection will definitely make your dining room stand out because of its simple but elegant design. Our final product is this 5-piece elegant rectangular table with glass top and 4 matching chairs. Gather and dine in style by completing your dining room with a beautiful glass tabletop dining set. Its modern shape and appearance blends in with its ebony ash colored chairs. This collection will turn your house into a home with any given space. We have a wide selection of dining sets to assist in making your home more unique and suit any lifestyle. If we don't have what you want, then talk to our lovely staff at the furniture department who will happily assist you in getting what you're after. Also, you don't have to worry about assembling your furniture set because we will cover that for you. Before I wrap up, I've got some exciting news for you. Brian Bell's family Christmas giveaway promotions have started on the 13th of October and will run till the 27th of December. There are a total of 70 prizes of Starvision LED televisions to be given away weekly, while the major prize were 25,000 kina family packages and 3 times consolation prizes worth 10,000 kina each will be drawn on the 10th of January next year. Therefore, if you had filled out one of these forms, then have a look at your screen now for our first weekly draw winners. There are great prizes for the whole family, so start shopping now to win. Now you know you can turn to us simply because you're backed up by Brian Bell's warranty, service and spare parts. So remember, great products, great prices. That's Brian Bell. Until next time, I'm Jane Tokilala. Have a good night.
Best price, best quality, guaranteed at Brian Bell. Right on, Mr. B.
The dining room is a special place in the home. It's the room where we all come together to share food, stories, and smiles. If you like entertaining friends or love getting the family together in the evenings for a meal, having a great quality dining table and dining room chairs is a must. Thank you, Jane, for all of that. We look forward to the next week's Brian Bell segment to see what sort of products you have to offer. We're on House and Home, so stay watching. Welcome back to the show. You're watching House and Home.
As we all know, exams are all over for the primary and secondary school students, and I know a lot of you have been planning for the holidays, especially what to do after the exams, since exams are over. But you must always know that preparing well for the exams is one thing a lot of students aim to do, so they are happy in the end. All about getting started. The earlier you start, the more time you will have to prepare for the exam. You don't have to wait until exam time approaches. Try to set the stage from the beginning of the subject or the course by reviewing the material after each class. By studying early and studying on a regular basis, you will have a better opportunity to absorb the information, and life will be a lot easier when it's time to put it all together for the exam. Make sure all the material you need is well organized so you can find and fill any gaps. If you miss any classes, get the notes from your friends right away instead of scrambling at the last minute. Proper organization will help you to get better picture of the material that has to be covered and improve the flow of the study process.
Fun and productive things to do after the exams. Your checklist for when it's all over. Not only that, what happens before and during exams? We had to visit Port Moresby Grammar School to find out. Hi everyone, still here at the Port Moresby Grammar School. Well, obviously we know that all exams are all over and gone, and we have plans right after the exams, and I already spoke to a lot of beautiful students from here, the school, and this time around we speak to the principal, which is Mrs. Ollie, and she'll actually briefly explain about what treats they have for their students, maybe before or after the exams, and also explaining more about the Year 12's event that's this year.
Hello, I am Melly Ollie. Treats, if you're talking about treats, not for the years 8 and 10. We believe that they've got year 12, so we're not having a celebration year 8 or year 10, but in year 12 we certainly have something called the valedictory dinner. And that valedictory dinner is important to all of us, important to the parents, important to the students, because everyone comes together as a family to have dinner.
Thank you. So how was the exams like here at Port Moresby Grammar School from year 8 to the year 12s? How was it like?
I think many of the kids come out and they feel it was a good exam. Some of them were don't want to answer that question, but basically everyone comes out a bit happy. You know, they've done their best.
Okay, what should I do? What I shouldn't do? Still thinking. Once you've finished your exams, give yourself time to relax and wind down. Or maybe do a victory dance. It's over. No more revision ever again. Well, at least for this year, you're free. And that kind of occasion deserves to be celebrated with a full-on freestyle extravaganza. Running around like a crazy person and hugging everyone counts a victory dance, as do tears of relief. I know a lot of you have done that. Avoid analyzing what you did or didn't do. The exam is over. If you feel confident, that's great. Congratulations. If you feel you didn't do as well as you had hoped, decide to learn from what happened and move on, especially if you have another exam. And you won't really know how you did until you receive your marks. If possible, allow yourself some time off before preparing for the next exam. Make sure this time is built into your revision timetable. Now that's that. Now that all is over, we anticipate to getting our marks. When you do get your marks, if you're satisfied or not, do not think too much. Just accept it and work harder the next time. Have time to evaluate. What comes next? Before you sit back and relax, you have one more thing to do. You need to decide what comes next. Should you continue studying? If so, what? Hi everyone, still here at Port Moresby Grammar School. A lot of great students learning. Well, currently we have the year 8s that are sitting for the exams. Well, they're already done. And we're speaking about exams and plans after the exams. So here we have the young lady, I don't know her name and what class, so she'll actually introduce herself and explain to us what her plans are for the exams next year.
Oh, well, my name is Nikita Chakumai. I'm in 11.4 and I'm from Manus. Well, actually I'm in grade 11 this year, and it's more like it's not a long time for us to prepare. We have to start. We were still starting at grade 10 up to grade 11 and now moving on to grade 12. Well, actually, after the grade 12 has finished, we are now called the grade 12 of Pom Grammar. So after the exams, not sure, but yeah, I'd like to move into at least any colleges available that can pick me up. And it depends on the marks and the scores that I will receive after doing the exam. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So when you go to uni, would you still have the same plans you had after year 12, or would you have bigger and better plans?
I would have big and better plans because what I had planned in high school and in junior schools, it's already over. So now I'll be in grade 12. In the high school. In high school, moving on to uni. So maybe, yeah, I will have to plan more, bigger than that. Yeah.
Think about it. Talk to your family. Seek for advice. They will certainly help you decide. And reward yourself. Last but definitely not the least, don't forget to reward yourself for all your hard work. Perhaps treat yourself to a good cup of coffee, a walk on the beach with an ice cream cone, a video or an early night, or perhaps you'd prefer dinner with the family. Okay, that's what I think. What about what you think? To coin a phrase, spoil yourself. You're worth it. So here we have Matthew from 11.4. He'll actually explain what his plans are after the exams, which is next year, year 12. So Matthew, what are your plans for next year after the exams?
I'm thinking of to find a job. I'm thinking to join the police force after my examinations. Yeah, 2015.
And we also spoke to a couple of beautiful students from Port Moresby Grammar School from years 9 to 11, planning ahead. And we were so lucky to meet up with the year 8s that just completed their exams. Let's see what they have to say. Hi everyone, here at the Port Moresby Grammar School, as we all know that all exams are over. Well, here we're actually going to find out points of views about students and what they will do, actually their plans after the exam. So right here we have the beautiful Shalom. She's in 9.2 and she will share to us what she will do actually next year, she'll be in year 10, what her plans are for the exams next year. So Shalom, please tell us more about your plans next year after the exams.
Well, next year, obviously, I'll be in grade 10. Well, after my exams, I haven't really planned much, but I'm planning on going home and helping Mom out with chores and hopefully heading home to the village to spend time with my grandparents.
So will you still be continuing here at Port Moresby Grammar School year 12, or are you leaving after year 10, or what's your plan like?
Actually, as you have mentioned, I will be still here in grade 12. Well, I haven't really thought about my plans, but I am planning on probably getting a job before going into, uni or anything. So yeah.
Like a part-time job after year 12 exams?
Yeah, that's right.
Hi, I'm Zach. I'm from 9.1, as you said, and well, for next year after grade 10, I'm not really planning to do much. Just stay home, maybe study for the grade 11 and grade 12s, maybe spend some time with my family.
That's awesome. So will you be still here for year 12 here at the Port Moresby Grammar School, or are you moving out somewhere?
By grade 12, I'll likely be out of Pom Grammar. I'll be overseas, likely Australia, studying also, but probably right after that's when it all changes.
Would you have specific plans or not really?
Oh yeah, right after grade 12, it's going to be the total opposite of grade 11. It's going to be parties, traveling, all that kind of stuff.
And here at me right now, we have Kana from 8.2, and we also get his thoughts about what he thought about the exams and his plans after the exam. So Kana, what are you thinking?
The exam wasn't really easy, but yeah, I managed to complete it, not really, a little bit before time. So I had more time to think about the right answers when working out. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, with a smile like that, I know you enjoyed your exam. But do you have plans after this? What is your mom and dad planning for you to have? Or is it a surprise party, or what's happening?
Not much is happening. I'll just go home and start sleeping. That's all.
Hi viewers, it's all about students, exams, and all their plans after the exams tonight on House and Home. So right here we have the beautiful Tura. She's in 8.1 and she just completed her exams. And how are you feeling? How was the exam like?
Well, it was a very interesting exam, a lot of very well thought out questions, a lot of questions that were tricky, but yet when evaluated properly, you could come up with the right answer. And I thought that those were very smart papers and the time given was excellent and the service provided to us in the exam room here in Pomgrama was well done, spot on, it was really good.
Well, glad you enjoyed yourself. And do you have plans after this? Or are you just going to go home and the usual, watch TV or whatever you do with your family? So do you have plans after this?
Not too sure at the moment. Maybe go home, help my mom get stuff for my sister done and stuff like that. And pretty much, yeah, just see what happens next.
Thank you so much, Tura. And there you go. Holidays are planned for many, especially to do with the kind of activities that will take place. That was great. It's awesome seeing students all prepared, but make sure what you're doing is safe and productive that will benefit and not hurt you in the end. Stay watching as we wrap up on the other side after these short messages. Next week on House and Home, we join Jane over at Brian Bell and many more. And that's about it for this evening show. This is where the team and I will leave you. Join me again next week. But before I say goodnight, make a smart change in your life and establish it as a strong habit first, then move on to another change. And slowly, one change at a time, you will start to lead a much healthier lifestyle. Remember, regardless of what it is you do for the world, when health is absent, wisdom cannot reveal itself. Art cannot become manifest, strength cannot be exerted, wealth is useless, and reason is powerless. When it comes to eating right and exercising, there is no I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is disease. Start now. Here's wishing you a very pleasant evening, and may the remainder of the week ahead be a productive and a satisfying one. And don't forget, keep on the journey to a healthier you with those regular exercises, enjoying the outdoors, and keep eating right. Good night.